Hey, what's going on everyone? Josh Quinones here, and this is my 2 weeks later with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, I don't really want to call it my full review just yet. I think it's still a little too early for that. Need to spend just a little bit more time with this device to really give it a full in-depth review. But I thought I'd go ahead and share what my first 2 weeks have been like with this device to let you all know how it's been doing. So there is no hiding that this is a massive device. I mean, it's tall, it's thick, it's got some weight to it. It's even bigger than the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but for some reason, it still feels great in the hands. Now, I'm not saying that one-handed usage is the easiest because it's not, but the device itself is still great to hold, and I think the weight actually gives it even more of a premium feel. Now, one thing I like is that the display is more flat, but still having a slight curve on the edges. It does make it easier to hold without any accidental touches, and still looks nice as well. And speaking of looking nice, this big 6.9-inch display is beautiful, especially when watching content. And I always say this, Samsung always gives us the best displays in their devices. The colors just pop, it's so clean and so smooth, especially if you have that 120 Hz on. It is butter, definitely a joy to use, but I'll talk about that a little bit more later on. What I want to talk about now is the cameras. Yes, that camera hump is big, it's there, and there is no hiding it unless you have a case. Samsung made such a big deal about these cameras at the event that I was super excited to get my hands on this device and try them out, especially that 100 times zoom. Now, as many of you know by now, there have been some autofocus issues with the cameras for a lot of people. I myself have experienced this issue here and there as well, and Samsung is supposed to be sending out an update soon here to fix that. So once I get that update, I'll be sure to put out my full camera review. But it doesn't mean these cameras are bad because they are actually really good. And I noticed the camera doesn't have a hard time focusing when the subject is center. It's when you start moving it off to the side that the focus will change here and there. But overall quality of photos, in my opinion, has been really good so far. Colors look more natural than saturated like in the past, and I really do enjoy using these cameras, whether it's with the selfie camera, the ultra wide, the main lens, or telephoto lens. The 108 megapixel camera captures some great detail in photos, but I wouldn't recommend using it all the time unless you really want to capture every single detail in some close-up shots. Even night mode is great as well, brightening up the picture well and giving it a nice sharp look. Now, when it comes to the zoom features, I can say that 10 times zoom is really good. Even 30 times zoom is pretty good as well, but anything over that probably wouldn't be something you want to post to your social media. I mean, I personally do, just to show people what the quality is like. But if you're going full on 100 times zoom, I'm just going to be honest here, you're not going to get the best quality in that photo. Now, don't get me wrong, the fact that Samsung was able to put this in a phone is awesome. While the quality might not be the best, it's still cool to be able to see stuff from far away and kind of be able to make out what it is. Now, when it comes to video recording, I did post 2 videos showing video quality at night and during the day. And I think video quality has been great so far. Still experiences some of those autofocus issues as well, but overall quality is great. If you want to check those videos out, I'll make sure to link them down in the description below, but so far I have enjoyed using these cameras. Now, I know I'm not the best photographer out there, and there's still a lot for me to learn. And you know, as a creator, I do like learning different tips, tricks, and skills on how to better my photography and content creating. And that's where the sponsors of this video come in. So if you're not already familiar with Skillshare, basically it's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative people on topics like photography, video, music, freelance, and just so much more, all for less than $10 a month. And the first 500 people to use the link that I got down in the description below will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership. That is a great deal. I've been watching some of these classes they have available and have learned so much already. So if you're like me and you want to further your skill, no matter what it is, go check out Skillshare, which I will have linked down in the description below. Okay, so next I want to talk about performance, which has been great. I mean, I've been using this device pretty much non-stop these past 2 weeks. It is super snappy, super fast, super smooth, especially with that 120 Hz display. Now, I still can't make up my mind on where to keep my display display settings because I do enjoy the 120 hertz, but I also want to enjoy my display at full resolution when watching content. And you can't use both at the same time, so I'm constantly finding myself switching back and forth. I just wish Samsung would let us have the best of both worlds. But either way, whether you're using 120 hertz or not, it's going to be a great experience. Playing games has been great as well. I haven't experienced any overheating or lag. This phone performs like a beast. Now, when it comes to battery life has been great as well. I am very happy with the results I've been getting. I'm able to make it through a full day, no problem, even with 120 hertz on. And I've even made an all-day battery drain test video testing out how the battery performs with a full day of heavy usage, and it did very well. Go check it out if you haven't done so already, but battery life has been great. So as I said in the beginning of this video, this isn't a full in-depth review. I just wanted to share what my experience has been like these past first 2 weeks with this device. And overall, I have been loving it so far. I just really hope Samsung sends out that camera update really soon. Once they do, I'll be sure to put out a full camera review to really put the cameras to the test with that new update. But y'all let me know what you think of this phone so far, and if you are planning on getting one. And if you have one for yourself, how are you liking it? Let me know down in the comment sections below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you did like it and find it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thanks again for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.